Blood and death were always part of life in these lands. But when the new foe emerged from the cold north, it would clash with the tribes in a war that would forever change life in this part of the world. Many tribes would be quickly subdued, conquered, scattered as seeds in the wind. Some turned to the only advantage they had. Fighting from the forests was brutal and devastating. So much that elders decided to make peace with the enemy. Minor autonomy for turning in you and your brothers at arms. Forced labor in the caverns of the mountains, till death was your fate. Or so you were thinking.
Hey you, finally awake. Wildmen soon will send us to the mines. I hope you're as strong as an ox. Otherwise, you will not survive that long. Don't you remember anything? Our war chief waged war against the Wildmen, but our braves stood no chance against their heavy infantry. So Gould Wonder's God quickly subdued our tribe. The warriors like you and me waged war from the forests and shadows. But Great Spirit was cruel and snatched our victory like thieves in the night. We were betrayed. Our chieftain sold us in exchange for some autonomy. This is how we ended up in these frozen wastes. They're using us to mine more materials, with so much more they can make many spears. Most likely we will die here.
Enough talking, maggots! Time to work! Leave your cage at once and move to the mine! Move now! I told the cook to feed you a bit. You've just arrived here, and you already look like a dead body. Once you take your rations, you work until it's dark. Do you understand?
Ah, another one. Here, take this mushroom soup and some water. Go to the mine now. You don't want to make their braves anxious.
Come here, Tribal. I know who you are, and I have a proposition for you. You see this storage in front of us? The doors are locked, but I have a certain spell that will allow you to get inside. I possess a certain spell that will turn you into a fox that will allow you to get through a small hole. But beware, for if you live too long inside an animal, or if you die while you're in animal form, your life will be forfeit. In the storage, there are some ingredients that I need for a spell. Bring them to me, and you may take everything else you find fancy in the storage. You're wiser than you look.
work faster. Our chieftain is not satisfied with your work.
I am working as much as I can. I am freezing out.
Believe me or not, you are easy to replace. Many prisoners won't kill you for this position.
I will try to do my best. Please give me the last chance.
I told you to work faster. Our chieftain is not satisfied with your work.
I am working as much as I can. I am freezing out.
Believe me or not, you are easy to replace. Many prisoners won't kill you for this position.
I will try to do my best, but please give me the last chance.
To be honest, at first, I didn't believe the rumors that they caught you bound. You should have listened to the chieftain. You wouldn't be caged like most of former braves here. After our chieftain decided to bring words of wisdom, not war to the wild men from the north, I have become a hunter. I supply food for them and tribute as we promised after the fighting. Enough talking about the past. I remember that you were a pretty good hunter before the war. If you want, you can try yourself on the range. Guards shouldn't cause any problems if the overseer doesn't know. After all, I always give them the best meat I can find. It should be alright. Just don't tell the brave near the entrance to the cave. You can use my bow and arrows.
We need to prepare for invasion. The south should be ours. From tomorrow, we decrease rations for prisons and deliver more to our camps in the south. Every prisoner who has stole a piece of metal, we will not receive a ration for 1 week.
Try staying alive. I wish I could help you.
The Sun God is genuinely generous if he brings our foes to their knees. If you'll work till the dark, make sure to bring us a lot of ore. At the end of the day, I expect decent results.
We need to work now. We will meet together during the break. Yes, we won't survive long in the mines. Many of our warriors blame you for getting us in prison, but how could you know that our chief would betray us? That's why I'll trust you again. If we stay here for long, we won't have any strength to escape. When I was working in the last tunnel, I noticed a small opening gap. There is a second part of the cave that might help us leave this place. We will die here anyway. We need to try it. We are not the only ones who are willing to escape the mines. We will need more braves if we wish to escape. Many of our braves are afraid. Bring words of wisdom to convince them. I think a Sanok can't stand the mine any longer. He used to cook in our warpend, and he could come in handy. We could also use the help of Onove. He's built like a bear and could help us with shattering the stones separating us from freedom. The third one is named Quetzal. He was a medicine man previously. If we get sick, his help will be invaluable. And Bad Witchy, one of the warriors that fought with us side by side. But it'll be hard to convince him. He blames everything on you, but maybe you'll be able to explain to him that our chieftain is the one to blame. They'll probably enter the cave soon. Better go and have a word with them.
Ayash, they finally sent you to the mines? We wouldn't be here if not for your folly. You remember me, right? I am Honovi. Asalak got beaten up for refusing to work. This trade inwards now ends. If we continue, we will share the fate of Asalak. You shouldn't talk so loud. I didn't agree to anything yet. Behind this wall, there must be another cave which will lead us somewhere. But if the cave turns out to be just another corridor without an exit, we will be doomed. I have experience with work like this, but I have to deliver the guards plenty of resources today. Otherwise, they'll suspect me of something. I need you to create extension for my pickaxe. At the same time, I will soften the wall with my old tool. Return to me with the fixed pickaxe. Also be on the lookout for guards. We wouldn't want them to spot a gap. Back. I just finished softening up the wall. Now, Great Spirit willing, it will help us during our escape. It appears that your intentions are honest. In this case, you need to speak with Quetzal. He used to be a medicine man and worked with shamans in the past. He's probably entering the cave as we speak. Have a word with him.
Greetings, warrior. How can I help you? Has he spoken with you already? I did speak with the rest of the Braves, but I did not want to anger wild warriors. If they catch a whiff of this plan, no one will leave this place alive. I wish I could, and maybe I would put my life on the line, but I can't leave our wounded Braves in this wasteland without medicine. I'm quite tired of the work.
and I can't even use one of the scrolls I wrote with charcoal on this rock. I want you to take the spell to the wounded and pray to the Great Spirit to remove the sickness. Remember that once you use the spell painted on the rock, it's gone and can't be used again until you find a new one. Don't disappoint me. I will wait for you here.
Where do you think you're going? I said that you work till the dark. I have seen you talking with prisoners as well. It's no place for chatter. And now you're trying to leave the mine. You better have some good excuse. You're testing my patience. But if the medicine man helps him out, we will have more workforce. So I'll allow this one last time, but remember, I expect much resources at the end of this day.
Finally, you are back. Did the spell work? Yes, using Dreamcatcher to cast spells often drains your willpower. Now let's hope that the brave will return to proper health. As for my aid, let's hope the Sun God will give us fortune during our escape. I will help you.
You again. I hope to never see your cowardly spirit ever again. I never expected you to surrender. I trusted you to avenge our ancestors and not to shame their spirits. You'll need to redeem yourself as the chieftain's brave if you want to regain my respect. Wild tribesmen are organizing a pit fight tonight. Sign up and bring a proud victory to our people. But before you go, they have released Asalok. He's badly beaten, but he wishes to speak with you.
Yes, they're not feeding us enough. Sadly, the guards want to keep us weak so we cannot escape. I have one idea that could help us survive a little bit longer. Times are tough. We could try to make a rat soup. We have an option to starve as well. As you have already seen, I'm pretty wounded. You'll have to cook it yourself. Bring me 3 rations of this recipe. Great. We will need some provisions to survive the travel. He did speak words of wisdom. Let's hope we succeed, or otherwise it's the butcher's axe for us. You will have a fight tonight. While they were beating me, I stole 2 health potions. Please take them. It might help you win this. You need to notify Shift Manager that you will fight tonight. He will give you some time to rest before.
You should be working your guts out. Why are you wasting my time? Ha ha ha, you, are you kidding me? You will be out after the first round. Get back to work, your body looks miserable. I will not repeat it a second time. Get out. Get back to work, your body looks miserable. You, Craven, you fought like brigand in the forest, feasting on mushrooms, while I fought like a man in a line battle. You'll fight to the death in the pit. Only the blood of our enemies can soothe the Great Spirit. You can leave the mine and enjoy your last few hours before your death. I want to welcome you all to the pit fights. The first fight will be between prisoners. Ayash will have to face Ahiga. Ahiga, once he was a friend of free tribes, now battered and regretful. Wish it...
Get ready for your death!
We have an unexpected winner. The second fight will start immediately. This time Ayash will face another prisoner, Adite. He's tall as a tree and will put a good fight in the sun god's name.
You are weak, pathetic fool!
The third fight will be between guard and prisoner. That pit is one of our rabbit scouts that'll face the brigand of the forests.
Stop playing with him and finish him!
The pit fights for today are over. The winner receives bigger food rations. Once the day ends and the prisoners are in cells, we will get to feasting.
Kill him now!
You made the spirits of our ancestors proud by winning the fights in the pit. Now it's time to break the walls that is separating us from freedom. We managed to steal some weapons during your fight. Take this knife. We don't know what is behind the wall. Now is our chance to escape. Let us make haste.
Beware, brothers. These caves might not be empty.